Hello, gladiators! Welcome back to another episode of The Outer Worlds. Last we left off, we were headed out. Crazy. Last we left off, we were heading towards the. Wow, that still takes out quite a bit of my health. We were heading towards the greenery, the outpost. I'm not sure what quite to call it, but let's go ahead and eat something. What we got? Okay, so we got a Drino. What was that? Tarmac and cheese? Oh man. I don't know why, but so much of this is just so hilarious to me. We'll take the natural healing for now. We can recover it. So we gotta head towards that way. Waypoint's heading over there. But yeah, I've been recording a couple episodes of The Life and Suffering of Sir Bronte. That quickly has become one of my favorite games that I've played. Just because the writing and a little bit of the, I guess, voice acting that I do with it, uh, I love it so much. I'm really excited to see how you guys have reacted to it. Um, yeah, man, this place is abandoned. Is that a volcano? Wow, crazy. Nature's crazy. I want to go down here. Notice some things going on over here. Hey, people. Get off Parvati. Who are you shooting at? Alright, we got the assault rifle equipped right now. Nice shot. Proud of you. For an engineer, you've got a hell of sights. Just try and gather up as much of these resources as we can. At first I thought there was a cave up there. I was excited for a moment. You took it away from me. Oh no. Well, that's a thing we gotta deal with now. Come back here. What? You guys can't just run away like that?
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
It's not abandoned though. Parvati, hide.
Heads down.
What are some of these noises? Oh, you shouldn't have turned around just then.
Right in the vitals.
Oh, hey, bud. Bad doggy.
Right in the vitals. That had to hurt.
Who's saying that? That's not Parvati.
Right. No encore.
What'd you do to that guy? He was just he was just dying. No real reason, just dying. First lockpick?
Hey. Wow, who got that? What do you think you're doing?
Hello. Uh Ah, intimidate whatever I want. I was just leaving.
I don't have time for this.
I felt. Why don't attack me if you're that upset about it? Oh, it was for the lock picking. You still want to talk though?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
I loved that movie. You sound confused.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never
Which
seen
one?
moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
No, you're not. Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
There was something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
You want to join us? Actually, never mind. Guess that's the end of that one. Anything else around here? Gotta keep a better eye out for these things. Okay, well, I guess we crossed this place off our bucket list. Model spaceship. Sure. Guess we'll head back up to where we're supposed to go then. What was her name? Zoe? Eh. Anything unlooted? Nope. But yeah. This series, for some reason it's been a while since I've played a lot of long form games that have like actual plot lines. And what? But I kind of realized how little progress I was making in some of these, and I ended up not playing for a moment, which is kind of backwards. There's another place too. It's over here. Is it abandoned? Is there cool stuff though? I don't get why the Marauders wouldn't just join the thriving town up there unless it's just also chaos up there. Grab as much as we can so that we can do some tinkering later. Dervish Mist, Thinking Caplet. Anything else? Doesn't really seem like it. Alright, well. I guess that'll be the end of that. Let's go back to story. So how do you guys normally like to I guess play through like, you know, the Fallout style series like this? Do you normally go with like an actual character build, or do you just kind of go with what you like? I've never been much for
Come along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
the lockpicking stuff.
I don't know you.
I don't know you
Whatever
either.
you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for actually, what's up?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Who's been wandering out?
Got anything in you besides questions?
Never.
No, I'm sorry.
I've never had an answer in my
That
life.
was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Upbeat, a little strange. Loves Rizzo's.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder Camp. Is she all right?
She's become one of them.
Queen of the Marauders, huh? That's what comes of watching serials. Rots your gray. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some Marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
How do I get her back?
I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
Let's go ahead and, we're gonna find Adelaide.
We're in the hothouse, tending crop.
Go ahead and leave then. Kind of want to see what the Zoe side story's about. Let's see, is there a... I guess the journal? Stranger in a Strange Land? Ah, side quest. How do I set it as active? Ah, that's how. Let's do that then. I have to talk to, yeah, that guy first. Can I? Nah, I'm not gonna. But yeah, I don't really like making enemies in these
Fancy
games
ducks.
either.
Do the tubes get in your way?
I'll go ahead and trade.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Ooh, 3% discount. Let's go ahead and see what we can sell. Got a ton of weapons I don't think I'm gonna use. Let's go ahead and get rid of all the actually, she might like the stun baton. What? Oh, okay, that's one-handed melee as well. Okay, I think that'll go to our friend over there. Or is she a two-handed? Either way, we can at least sell one of them off. I feel like sell all button here is a trap. Doesn't feel like it'd be terribly useful. Let's go ahead and buy some stuff now. Let's see, what can we get? Maybe it doesn't have any armor. Medium. I think we can grab that. Nightingale Step armor mod decreases the noise made while moving. Might be useful. Beanie gives +5 to science? I don't know why, but that's hilarious. I'm just imagining some guy working through like, I don't know how to make heads or tails of this data. Let me put my thinking cap on, literally. Oh.
You hungry?
No,
We
let's
got
talk
canid
about
ribs,
Zoe. What's up?
Canid flank, canid snout too.
What is up with
Something I
you
can
and
help you
canid
with?
meat? I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the day she left?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Tell me a little about Zoe. That's not a question.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was the surprise?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Any chance you could lend me
Not
that?
much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Zoe's living with marauders.
Zoe's living with marauders?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, brat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, it could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Look at my face. I'm sorry. I thought that was gonna be. I thought that was gonna be a much gentler option. Do I look like I give a damn about your show?
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words collector's edition.
Dude, you really
Here
gotta
you go.
stop
Latest
harping
copy
on
of
that.
The Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
I've got some more questions
I'll
about her.
help if I can.
See if there's anything extra I can grab.
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's go ahead and leave. Now, do I have to go explore her house or something, or can I just go ahead and talk straight with her like, hey, I'll give you this cool comic or TV show? Man, for having such fresh canid meat that guy is obsessed with, you'd think they'd harvest him a little more thoroughly. Yeah, I think I haven't recorded in a while. I've had a lot of stuff backed up and been dealing with a little bit of just wow, that's a lot. Yeah, just some routine sickness. Had a stomach bug going around that really took me out of commission. Thankfully, I had a lot of stuff backed up. I didn't realize that I had so much that I could publish. So the Portal series ended. I think that final episode, I think was my favorite to record. I don't know what was what was up with me, but I was in the mood to riff off of Gladys.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere.
In
This is where I belong.
a dead marauder camp.
So you tracked me down just to gab about the Masked Marketeer? I am impressed.
It's not really tracking. I walked.
You actually have it? The episode where Lord Cavendish reveals he's been the Masked Marketeer all along? All right, you convinced me.
You already know what happens
I'll
in
take
the
my
episode,
stuff
though.
and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
All right. Okay, wait. So we bribed her to go back to camp with. We bribed her to go back to camp with a episode of a TV show she's already watched. Something doesn't seem right about that. It's like, hey, would you move out to Nebraska if I told you could rewatch an episode of Firefly? Like, I don't quite see how either of those are connected. Like, it's a good show. I'm not disinclined to rewatch an episode, but I don't understand how that's gonna get me to move back to a town or a place I left for a reason.
What
Also,
is it?
I've never been to Nebraska. I've never lived there. Just the first place that came to mind.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened anyway?
Listen, I could not tell you. She joined up with a band of
Zoe
marauders.
joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
What is with the TV show
You
talk?
pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Thank you. Ooh, new level. Alright, so what was the thing we wanted to invest in something? There was something we were ready to invest quite a few points into, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe the dot? Defense and dodge? Not quite it. felt like it was something we were really getting into. Let's go ahead and put points in defense just to get up the. We don't really use dodge too much anyway. Maybe get some points in ranged. A lot more points in dialogue. And put some points in all the medical stuff. That way we can unlock another thing for the inhaler, which would be useful if I remember to do it. And we get another perk. Go back. One more point. Go ahead and put that in ranged. 66.7% handgun crit chance. Not a bad bonus for single level up. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Let's see. I wouldn't mind having a faster walk speed. Oh, taking better care of our stuff. Yeah, I think that's where we want to go with. Wow, that's a lot of experience. Alright. And now we got to go to, what, Lady Adelaide?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Wait, someone's following you? Where did I get a bolter pistol from? Okay.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide would
Well,
do
kids can be
just
cruel.
fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea.
I don't like how much
I
you talk
brew
about
it in an old
plants.
spittoon,
I know it's
but
your whole
it's been
gimmick, but
cleaned.
sometimes you can talk about stuff other than plants. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Listen,
Hear it?
hear me out.
What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
Good
I
one.
and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
I mean, to be fair, I killed like 30 people on my way here. Like, this seems like a place that needs... you might want a bit more security. Entering the
He would
geothermal
do
plant?
such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Hey, I just came here to tell you the message. But I need a power
Cannery's got
regulator.
a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'd consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Let's figure out some more about this place, though.
Anything else I can do for you?
Got any side quests?
That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The
Oh
world
my
can
gosh, more
seem like
plant
a
talk.
forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
No, I mean, I actually don't know where I am.
This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me.
We can go ahead and get
You're
off
not
it.
feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever.
I was kidnapped by a crazy scientist and shot into space. Thanks for asking.
That sounds like fever talk, all right. So why am I tempted to believe you?
I put a lot of points into persuasion.
Did you say you were from?
Does the hope ring any bells?
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale.
It's a colony ship.
Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore.
Folklore?
Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You
Folklore.
Really ought to lay your head down, dear. Babbling only agitates the humors. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
No, and I'm not. I'm gonna leave. I'm not saying that you're worse than Reed, but you're getting there. Folklore. That's history. Let me out. Let me out.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Is there anything else I can do here? Seems like a quick turnaround mission.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Hey,
Home
this
is
is Zoe.
where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
You listening to your podcast? I'll leave you to it. Alright, he's unnamed. He's got nothing for us. Anybody here that can give me a side quest?
Keep your wits about. If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Anybody? Hey,
Didn't see
Thomas.
you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi.
Ooh.
Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
This
Great,
is
just
awkward to
great.
listen to.
I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm passing through. I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the
That's
ground, ain't we?
not a metaphor, my guy.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
What's up?
Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
That's carpentry, not engineering. Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple
I'll
pointers.
take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
I'll let you know if I can find anything. What about the third?
I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
Let's let's do that side quest. Feel like building up building up some reputation here might be worthwhile if I'm gonna end up betraying them. Not saying I will, but I might. Hard to say. This place, something doesn't seem quite right about it. If it's filled in Marauder territory, then how's it doing so well? Yeah, I don't see any farmland. I feel like one greenery is not enough to keep a village like that operating. Is there any like stamina bar, or is this can I just run forever? Oh, please tell me this place isn't going to be repopulated with marauders. Goodness. I would not appreciate the bug dinosaurs. Alright, so you're still gone. Good, good. I need you to stop making those noises. Alright, we got volume 1. This is a quick side quest if I can just go and grab them like that. For some reason I thought this one on the one on the right was a turtle. Then I actually saw the canid on the left and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. Oh man. Yeah, my voice has been a little tired since I recorded the episode of Sir Bronte. That was it's been a while since I monologued, voice acted for 30 minutes at a time. I still got nothing on him. But I did really like it a lot. It's at first I can't quite say it. I can't remember what episode it came out on that was a spoiler or not. I don't know what order I'm going to be uploading these either. Faux windows? Oh, that's not right. Faux windows, order now. Adds beauty and verisimilitude to your frontier home. I think I'm going to keep that up. I like reading these in the 40s voice. Hey, do you mind? I'm just here to pick up a book. Oh, wait, what? Nope. Put me back down. Okay, I only have to go upstairs once. Hey, one more book. Now, where do I got to go for the third one? Alright. Let me down. Oof. The ankles. Now, is there any third one I have to get, or just grab the 2? Is there any clues in that I missed? A young spacer's guide to mechanical engineering when he was working shifts at the cannery?
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never met her.
Aw.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
What? That's
It's
inhuman.
sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Tom seems fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
I've not lately seen a man with a bigger,
I'm
more
just
obvious
glad
crush.
he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Where's the third one? Well, it doesn't look like there's any more mission markers, so maybe we gotta exit this to find the next one. Voice. Twice the speed, half the price. Adrenatime. Be a better you with Adrenatime. I'm gonna reduce the damage of. I thought that was actually part of the thing. I didn't realize that was just another tooltip. Okay. Oh, we got more of them to deal with now? What's going on? What? We'll just take some of all this. It doesn't even have the tooltip for the last one. Or for the way back. Well, either way, I think that's where we're gonna end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching. Have a good night.